Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you everything that got me through my first trimester. Izzy, she's trying to be the star of the show, but also you'll have to forgive my hair. I washed it last night and this is what happens when it air dries and I haven't had a chance to fix it. But anyways, that is not what this video is about. So I've got a really good list of things to help you through your first trimester. This video is coming a little bit late, I guess, on my part. I am well into my second trimester now, but my first trimester and like the first or second week of my second trimester was really rough, and these are the products that I found that got me through it. So hopefully you'll find something in... Hopefully you'll find something in today's video that helps you get through your first trimester. So if you are interested in hearing about all the things that I found to help me, then just keep on watching and make sure you subscribe before you leave. Let's jump right in. Okay, I just had to adjust the camera angle because Rue came over here and knocked it down, so that was very sweet of her. Thank you, Rue. Anyways, let's move on. Also, a quick disclaimer. I don't know why I feel necessary to say this, but I am not a doctor. I am not a medical professional in any sort of way. This is also my first pregnancy, so I don't claim to know it all, but this is just things that I found in doing my own research and getting advice from friends, and so hopefully you find something that helps you, but take what I say with a grain of salt and do your own research. All right, now let's jump in. Okay, first up, I'm going to talk about belly butters. So the ones I have found that I like the most are the Burt's Bees Mama Bee Belly Butter. It's got shea butter and vitamin E in it. It's 99% natural, no parabens, phthalates, proto, I don't know how to say that, or SLS. It doesn't really have a smell, so if smells bother you, no strong smells. It really doesn't have a scent at all. I really like that about it, just because scents really started bothering me around my second trimester. So they have the belly butter, like it's just like a whipped like consistency like body butter, or they also have the Mama Bee belly oil. It's pretty much the same thing. It's just this is an oil version and this is the body butter version. I did try the oil. As you can see, I didn't use much of it. I don't really like body oils. I don't like to feel greasy. It's not really that greasy. It does absorb into your skin really well, but I just don't like the feeling of being oily. So I prefer the belly butter over the oil, but I did try both. They were very moisturizing. I think it's really important to start moisturizing your tummy before it starts to stretch. Especially when it starts to stretch, definitely be moisturizing every day, because you're going to want to prevent stretch marks, obviously. Of course, that's mostly genetic, so I mean, it's kind of, you're either going to get them or you're not. There's not really a lot you can do to prevent it, in my opinion, but staying moisturized is really important, because once your belly does start to grow, it gets itchy. It gets very itchy, and it drives me insane. So start moisturizing early, and those are the products that I found that I personally liked the most. Okay, next I'm going to talk about the things that I found to help with the worst symptom so far, in my opinion, nausea and food aversions, that awful gag reflex you constantly have, all of that, super unpleasant. I have a fear of throwing up, so that was like the worst thing ever for me. So I was like really on the hunt for things that will help. So I had read that sour candy helps. If you've heard of those, they're really popular. Preggie Pops, they make them in sucker form and like the little wrapped candies that you can eat. They're a little bit sour, and I think that's what helps curb the nausea. So really any sour candy will work. I did try the Preggie Pops. they were okay. I didn't love them, didn't hate them. They helped a little bit, but I mean, not any better than any of the other sour candies I tried. I really liked Chewy Sprees. That was like my thing. I ate so many of those Chewy Sprees. I liked the Chewy Sweet Tarts, but whatever sour candy you personally like, I think it helped me at least. I didn't have horrible nausea until like mid first trimester, first of my second trimester. That's when I really started getting sick. But in the beginning stages, the sour candy did help. But once I really started getting nauseous, I would eat mainly crackers, saltines, peanut butter crackers, just really bland foods. My doctor told me to try breads and potatoes, stuff that really sits on your stomach and absorbs all that extra acid. So you could try that. But I was eating peanut butter crackers. I was drinking ginger ale. The ginger ale really did help. Sugar-free Gatorade. I drank a lot of the Body Armor Lights. And then I had a hard time getting plain water down. So I would drink the water bottles with the liquid IV in it. You can get that at Walmart, or I ordered the big bags on Amazon. But it's really important to stay hydrated, especially if you are actually getting sick. So if you're just nauseous, of course stay hydrated, but especially if you're actually getting sick. So that's the stuff that I found that really helped me. And then I have something that I don't know if it really helped, but it could have been in my head. But I had one of my clients, actually, I can't remember who it was, but one of my clients told me that one of their friends was pregnant with twins, and she was so sick. She could not keep anything down. And so someone had told her to try stuff that was red, like red popsicles, red Jello, anything that was red. And it would help with her throwing up. And so I was like, well, I mean, I'll try anything at this point. So I went and got some popsicles, and I just grabbed a box that it was like a variety pack. It had like cherry, raspberry, and orange in it. And I ate the red popsicles, and they really did help. I was able to keep them down. They didn't like trigger any gag reflex or anything for me. So that was like my favorite thing to eat. I ate a lot of red Jello. I chewed a lot of Big Red gum. I don't know what it is about the red colored stuff, but it really did help. I wanted to test that theory, so like I said earlier, those popsicle boxes came with orange in it. So I tried the orange, and I ate the orange popsicle, and I kid you not, as soon as I finished it, I had to run and I got sick. So I don't know what it is, but the red coloring trick really helped me, so maybe try that. But yeah, super weird, but it worked for me. So moving on. Okay, next is one of the most important things in my opinion. I would say as soon as you know that you're pregnant, even before you can take prenatals, but as soon as you find out you are pregnant, especially, start a good prenatal. I went to a local herb store here, and I picked one out and I tried it. It made me sick. I did get sick off of that one, but the doctor had sent me home some just to try, so I tried those. They were the 1-a-day prenatals. That's the ones I use, and I didn't get sick off these. So see what works for you, but definitely get a prenatal. Get a good one. And then I struggled with really bad heartburn, especially in my first trimester. I've always struggled with heartburn even before I was pregnant, so of course it was worse when I got pregnant. But I was eating a lot of the Tums. Like, I was putting these things down, but only the smoothies. I have a hard time getting Tums down just because it tastes like chalk. The smoothies are a lot easier for me to get down, so that's why I prefer the smoothies, but do whatever works for you. Like I said earlier, it's really important to stay hydrated. So I found it easiest to carry around a big tumbler. This one, I guess it's by Reduce. I guess that's the brand, if you can see that. I think this is a, let's see. Yeah, this is a 50 ounce. I got this on Amazon. It comes in several cute colors. It comes with this little straw. But if you don't want to drink with the straw, this lid also, let's see if I can get it flipped up. This lid also flips up here, and there's a third way to drink out of it, but I don't know how. But anyways, get you a good tumbler, keep water in it, drink it. Cold water is easier to get down, in my opinion, at least it was for me. So drink your water, stay hydrated, and maybe you won't get as sick. I just found it easier to do with a tumbler that I could just carry around. Now this next one is not necessarily a must-have, but it was for me, so I'm adding it in here. I'm super impatient. Like, as soon as I found out I was pregnant, I wanted to know what I was having. I found out, let's see, I was about 5 or 6 weeks along, so it's very early. Like, I needed to know the gender of the baby. Like, it drove me nuts. It drove me absolutely nuts. So I got the sneak peek test, and I believe it's either 8 or 9 weeks that you can take this test. So I didn't have to wait long to find out what the gender of my baby was. And I've talked about this in a previous video, the sneak peek test, but I didn't go in depth with it. I'll pop up a picture of it right here if you don't know what I'm talking about, but it's just called Sneak Peek, and they send you this little kit. It comes in a little box. It has like a nail brush. You have to like really clean under your nails, and like your hands, you have to wash them like a million trillion times before you can even take the test. You have to have like a bowl of hot water sitting by you. You have to like thoroughly clean your surface that you're going to use, because what the test does is it tests for male DNA. Obviously, being a female and carrying a child, you have female DNA already. But if your baby is male, their Y chromosome will be in your blood. So, obviously, if you're having a baby girl, there will be no Y chromosome present. So what the test does is it tests your blood for a Y chromosome. So obviously, if they find one, you're having a boy. So that's why you have to thoroughly clean your surface, because like most of us, there are men in the household. My husband lives here with me, so obviously his DNA is everywhere. I have a male dog, so you have to be really careful. But all you do is you prick your finger, you get your blood in the little test tube, send it off, and they email you what you're having. A super easy way to find out early what you're having. Of course, it's not always accurate. The website, I think, says it's like 97% accurate, but I did hear from my 4D ultrasound tech that confirmed the gender that if you get a boy result, they get more wrong boy results than they do girl results. And I put a poll up on my Instagram, and a lot of people, like more than I thought, said that theirs was not accurate. So of course I would still get, gender tested by a sonographer or a professional, but it just kind of gives you an idea, and it was an exciting thing to do. So I did it. It was a must-have for me just because I'm impatient, but it's not necessarily something you have to do. Next, we're going to talk about getting comfy. So your first trimester, you're going to be uncomfy. You're going to be not feeling great all the time. You're going to be moody. You're going to be bloated. Like, as soon as you find out you're pregnant, go get you some stretchy leggings, go get you some stretchy shorts, whatever you can be comfy in, depending on what time of the year, I guess, you get pregnant. But you're going to want to be comfortable. So get you something, because you're going to be super bloated. Get you something that will stretch with your belly so you don't have to feel constricted. In clothes that made me feel constricted, like wearing my jeans and stuff like that, it kind of made me feel a little bit sicker. I don't know that that's like, it could just be me. I don't know. But stretchy, comfy clothes were so important for me. Especially comfy bras. Because I know a lot of women struggle with this, some don't, but this was a big indicator that I was pregnant. My chest was very sore. Now people say don't buy bras because your chest will change so much throughout the pregnancy, but it was so necessary for me to be comfortable because my chest was so sore. So I did buy several comfy bras that were a little bit bigger that I could grow into. So yeah, comfy bras, comfy shorts, comfy leggings, comfy t-shirts, whatever it is, get comfy. And speaking of comfort, this is more of a second trimester thing, I guess. But I wanted to mention it because I wish that I would have got it sooner, but a pregnancy pillow. So once you start getting a little bit of a bump, it gets very uncomfortable to sleep. It gets very hard to sleep, at least it was for me. So I got a pregnancy pillow, and I'll pop up a picture of the one that I have. I'll link it down below. It's amazing. But even after I'm pregnant, I've already told Austin I'm gonna keep that thing. I will still be using it. It's so comfy. I love it. It's just like, it's one of like the U-shaped ones that you can just like snuggle up with, and you can of course prop your belly on it once your belly gets a little bit bigger. But it was really nice for me to be able to sleep finally. But if I had known about it sooner and how comfy it would be, I would have so went ahead and bought it for my first trimester, because like super comfy, helps me sleep so much better. So if you're struggling to sleep, get you a pregnancy pillow. Amazon has tons of them, but like I said, I'll link the one that I use down below. Okay, this next item is something that is like very, it just makes me emotional to look at already. So I think it's a good idea for any mom, especially a new mom, to journal your experience. And this is not my ultrasound, this is just the stock picture that comes with it. But this is, it says My Little Bump. I got it at a local boutique here, but it's by the brand Pear. So Amazon sells stuff like this, but local baby boutiques will, that's where I got mine. But I just think it's super cute, and it just makes me happy to be able to journal everything. Because I'm having a boy, he probably won't care anything about it, but it'll be nice for your kids to have to look back at one day and read and see what you were going through when you were pregnant with them. And I just think that's a really cool thing. But it's got like, you know, when you start it, you put how far along you are and your name and your due date and all of that. And it's got places, this one has places that you can put pictures. Like this one's a photo of me shortly before I got pregnant. So I got a little Polaroid printer, and I just printed my little Polaroids and put them throughout the book. But you just journal your experience, and it goes by like each trimester, your first doctor visit, telling the big news to everybody, baby planning, and then it even has a spot at the end. It's got like where you can put like pictures and different things, and like your experience at the hospital. So I just think it's a really cute thing to have and to do, and I don't know, I really love it, and it'll be really cool to look back on like years and years and years from now. And the last thing I would recommend you getting is some pregnancy apps. Especially if you're clueless like I am. It's just really cool to follow along with your baby's progress like each week and how they progress and like what's going on with them in there, and like it's just really cool. So I have a few that I would recommend. One of them is, I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Ovia. It's like a light blue app. I'll pop up a picture if I can find it. But it tells you like, it gives you a comparison of like, I think you can do a bakery item, an animal, fun and games. There's another category you can pick, but it'll like bring something out of that category to tell you what size your baby is each week. Like this week mine is a corn on the cob. So I just think that's really cute to keep up with, and it's fun to like send your family so they can be involved too. And the Ovia one has a cute little thing on it where it has like the handprint of like a 9-month baby's hand, and it's got a yellow handprint on the inside of that hand showing where your baby's hand is at in the stage, like how tiny it is. And it also has a little foot that does the same thing, and I just think that's the cutest thing. And the Ovia app actually sends you daily updates of what's going on with your baby. So I just think that's so cool to like know exactly what's going on, like exactly what stage you're at. I just think it's really cute. And the other one I use is called What to Expect, and it's purple. I'll pop up a picture again if I can find it. But it's really fun. It has like, again, it compares your baby to like a fruit, or I think it has like 80s and 90s nostalgia things that it pops up to compare the size. And what else is there? There's another category. Oh, I think it's like movies and film or something like that. But it's really cute, and it gives you like in detail like what's going on. It gives you weekly updates, not daily updates, but It like gives you in detail like what's going on with baby this week, what's going on with mommy this week. And then of course it at the bottom it can tell you like what's going to come up at your next doctor's visits, like what tests you can expect to take place and different things like that. So I just think it's really cool to keep up with, and me and my husband love to go through and read every week and see like what's going on with Mason this week, and so I just think it's really cute. But yeah, that's all the things I have to suggest to you. Hopefully you find something that helped you out. Also, something that's not really a must-have, but a must-do. It's something I never would have really thought about until I got pregnant, but you need to go through and check all of your products that you are putting on your body. All your body wash, your shampoo, your face wash, your lotions, your perfumes, all of that. Check it, make sure it's safe. It may sound dumb, but there was actually a product that I used all the time that I would have never known was not safe for pregnancy, and it's a really popular product. It's the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream by Sol de Janeiro. It's not safe to use during pregnancy. There's an ingredient in it, can't think of which one it is, but there's an ingredient in it that it's not safe for baby. So you got to be careful about that kind of stuff, so make sure to check all your products, research that, ask your doctor, whatever you want to do. But that's something that I wouldn't have thought to do, so maybe if there's someone else that's as clueless as me, check your products before or once you find out you're pregnant. Check out what you're using, make sure it's safe. And another thing to do is, of course, I mentioned my little journal, but if you don't want to go out and buy one of these, still journal. Like, write down how you're feeling, write down like how your husband or your boyfriend reacted to finding out you're pregnant and your family. Journal your experience, because those are things you're going to want to remember. Take lots and lots and lots of pictures, save them, print them out, write about the picture, whatever you want to do. Just journal everything, document everything. I mean, it's going to be really fun to look back on years and years and years from now, but also it'll be a cool thing for your baby to get to look back at. My mom personally, she kept scrapbooks and she would print out pictures and everything and like write little things about it, and we love going through those and looking at them now. So I just think it's a really cool thing to do like as you experience it. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys today. If you stuck around this long, I appreciate you, and I hope you found something that works for you. It's such an exciting time. I know that first trimester can be rough, but hopefully some of the stuff helps you out like it did me. There goes Rue, she's making her grand exit, but subscribe before you leave. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.